miners to pretty much evacuate and now be at loss for work. You've heard rumors of this before, even before dealing with um, Machiavelli's mansion. However, it is only now that you have the time to be able to go there. Despite some run ins with the law, you're able to escape and now find your way here and see even more of those creatures that you had fought inside Machiavelli's mansion over here. You've been here for a while, and you were also able to see some creatures that were unlike anything you've seen before. Creatures that are almost translucent and incorporeal, but at the same time retaining some physical shape, uh, having qualities that are indicative that they are there and not there. One of which is the golems that you were able to destroy and then find dynamite in. And even more so, the bigger creature that was floating inside a room full of crystals that emitted blinding white light. Shortly after that, you also saw some spectral beings that you were able to dispatch of, and have since then, using the dynamite, opened up another pathway deeper into the mine. You find yourself going down a shaft that expands for quite a bit, about let's say 50 or 60 feet downwards in a slow, steady descent. And you could see as soon as you squeeze past a small crevice, you could see that there are some tools, some pathways that have broken down, some boulders and debris that have blocked off, which looked like paths that were available previously, and also even more of those crystals that you've seen earlier, but now bigger and deeper blue, with a gleam of bright blue. You're now standing in front of the crevice. The air here is thin. You feel a little bit cold. What do you do?
Well, we got through.
Yeah.
Now what?
Now
I'm
we.
going to look. Is this a rack of tools?
That's right.
Okay. No, I will not loot it. There are still miners who's gonna come and do their job. Yeah, I guess I'm going to see. What is this pillar in the middle?
mm, just a support beam, which
Okay.
looks like it was used instead of on the sides to help the mine shaft from collapsing inwards.
All right. And this is a block pathway?
hmm It looks like it was a path previously, but some form of debris had fallen down.
Okay.
Mm, there's still a gap. You assume a small creature could probably squeeze through it,
All right. So
but definitely not you.
it's an unintentional closure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a little bit past the weapon rack, the tool rack, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
to to see past the blue the blue stone.
Okay. We find even more of these gemstones that are lying about. It seems that there's a pathway over here that you could go into, but your line of sight is currently obscured.
So it seems like we are getting closer to the heart of this place. What is this?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh,
Let's try to
15.
With a 15, you can easily tell that this is also some form of collapse. You even find a hand and a head, so just squeezed through. Of course, blood splattered everywhere, but the blood has pretty much dried up against the stone floor. So you only see that it's evidence of the blood from the dried markings of it. The head itself has shrunken down. It's not skeletons yet. It's more like rotting, leathery flesh, and its arm also are misshaped and bent in multiple different directions.
could I try to think where we are in 3 dimensions compared to where we thought the very scary monster. Like, are we
Mm-hmm.
under and left and they're in the right.
Okay, so from the place where the scary monster was, you would be a little bit down underground and a little bit to its right.
So where it is, it's where Lisbeth was looking at, right?
Yes, closer to that.
So if those kind of monsters, especially material, generally have a source of power. So maybe Lisbeth, you're onto something. Maybe that's the way the heart might be.
Come again? You want me to do what?
No, I
Dark?
said the path you are investigating,
Mm-hmm.
it would make sense if it's that's the direction where the heart is,
Cart?
because the big monster
Mm-hmm.
we thought was above it. And generally, it would make sense if it has some kind of source of power. It wouldn't go too far away from it. So maybe it was under it, and that would be in that direction.
Hmm.
Am
What
I
about the
getting the
other way?
direction wrong? But okay,
But
I will follow with what you're thinking. Um,
the other way seemed to be blocked, but we still have one
yeah.
dynamite if you want to
Yep.
try.
Does this
Oh,
look easier to dig out than the blue rock over there, DM?
Actually, there's more of a path here. You just can't see it.
Oh.
So if you come closer, it
so
reveals even more so.
oh, okay.
Oh, well, he's
Then
there, so he should be able to.
uh, I will come as
All right.
close as I need to then.
There's
Oh,
even
okay.
more of a path. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just the 10 feet blocked.
Mm,
Well, let's investigate that first then.
Okay, I thought it
okay.
was
Yeah, I also thought it
yeah,
was just the 10 feet
dead end.
blocked.
Yeah. This one, you feel as you step closer, just past these two gigantic rocks, you feel a cold chill onto your body. It's not some arcane level of magic, it's really just colder here. For the chainmail that you have onto your body, the breastplate that you have, it begins to form a layer of mist that when you glide your hand against it, there's a level of moisture onto your fingertips. And you can see that this area opens up quite largely and is riddled with smaller gemstones against the wall. There's a faint hueish blue at the very end of it. You're not quite sure, but it's emitting some level of light from the ground.
Why
I'm
is
not
it
going.
cold underground? Is it natural that it's
This
getting cold underground?
just means there's no volcanic activity nearby.
Uh-huh. So if it's if there's no organic activity nearby, it means that it's safe, right?
I mean, volcanic activity.
Oh, volcanic activity. I thought you said organic activity.
I mean, a little bit. Volcanic activities, organic activity, somewhat.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay where I am because there's the small ones on the side that kind of indicate the way. I'm gonna wait until everybody is close to go further.
Okay. What does Lisbeth do? You can see the
Um,
two of your companions are moving backwards. They
yeah.
seem to have found a path. What does Lisbeth do?
I want to look through the small opening that was visible
Mm-hmm.
just to see how far in is
Make a perception check.
the closure, I guess. Like if I were to dig in, how far do I need to dig? Oh wait, perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Okay. Then you can see quite past it. You can see the debris that has formed in front of you is actually not that thick. Although it's by no means an easy task to remove it safely, you do see that it's not like layers and layers and layers of rock.
Okay.
There seems to have been a destruction that have fallen here, a big air gap, and then another layer of rocks and possibly one more. Although you can see slightly in between them, so it might be like just a a window situation, you're not
Yeah,
sure.
I can kind of see like there's more rocks over here. So yeah.
Hmm.
But the one that is directly in front of me, if I were to use some of the tools that is on the rack, is probably gonna be helpful, right?
Being a worker, you could tell that it would probably take, with great effort, maybe 15 minutes. With
Five
casual
zero?
amount of
Five
effort, an
one five?
hour. 1-5.
Okay, cool.
But
Well,
if you're to do it like casual effort, then just an hour should be enough.
okay, all right. Well, as I turn around to inspect what tools are here, I probably noticed that they have gone quite a bit ways ahead.
Hmm.
And I asked, like, did you guys find anything over there?
Yeah, we do find path, and there seems to be this blue hue of light in the next room.
Blue, you mean like the
Yes.
rocks?
It's
Yeah.
a
Let's come here.
blue light that emits
Yes.
from something, I suppose.
Can you hear any creatures over there?
Do I hear any creatures?
Everyone can roll for perception if you'd like.
Oh, nice.
What?
Ragnar can't really. You're focused on the stones onto the walls, pretty much eliminating your ability to hear. Whereas Frigis and Lisbeth, upon mentioning it, they begin to focus onto their auditory senses, and you hear the sound of sloshing, like
Like,
a body of water.
okay. Like periodic waves or like a creature that is like sloshing about.
It's hard to tell if it's a creature or periodic waves. What you can tell is it's a constant sound of liquid sloshing against the
Okay.
solid material.
All
Like when
right.
when you mix a coffee cup and
Mm-hmm.
it constantly hits like the corners, the sloshing sound there.
Do you
Yeah.
think it's a waterfall?
Now waterfall would be a lot more loud than that, but it sounds like the water is moving anyway. Might there be a river?
Hmm, a river sounds more convincing. I can go take a look.
Yeah.
No.
Oh wait. Yeah, I guess technically if you allow me kind of like with dash. Like once
Hmm.
I hear the sound, I would continue moving further.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna
What about?
I'm gonna kind of wait and see what Ragnar wants to do about it. But we do mention
I,
that it sounds like uh a river or moving water.
I've since I saw the blue hue, I stopped. I'm just waiting for. If you guys want to advance, we do it together, like in the usual formation. I don't want to go first because I'm gonna get fucked up instantly, as always. But that's the only reason.
Yeah. I'll go first. Let's see here. I uh I I don't go out immediately. I poke my head out of the rocks.
Okay. Upon peeking your head out of the rocks, you can see even more, and your initial suspicion of it being a body of water is there, and it's a big one. You can see that it
Oh,
continuously churns down inwards, almost even from a corner, seeing that it goes down into a deep, almost like forming a vortex that goes downwards, like the river Styx in Hercules Disney. It's very similar to that.
I haven't watched that movie in so long.
But yeah, it's similar to that.
I think I watched that last time when I was 10.
Don't make me feel old, boom.
I I informed the others that yeah, there is a huge body of water that radiates blue color,
Mhm.
right?
That's strange.
I think it's gonna be fine. I walk up.
Okay. Does Lisbeth follow?
Mm, yeah.
Okay.
I will go up until here.
As soon as you move together, deciding to move together as a unit instead, you begin to see a small glow past the body of water. And as Frigis moves over to here, even more of the area is revealed. There are no obvious exits here, and you can see that the body of water is there as well. However, you see one huge thing in the corner of the room. Huge, 15 feet, floating in the middle of the air. Some creature standing atop this pool of energy that continuously churns downwards.
That looks like an
It
angel.
has, yeah, it looks like an angel pretty much. It's also sharing the same characteristics as the one you've seen before. Partly corporeal, but also looking slightly incorporeal. You can see that it has a huge shield. It's 15 feet tall. It has a 6 foot tall shield onto its left arm. And you can see on the right hand, it has a blade, or at least a hilt of a sword with a small amount of blade peering at the end. Although you can see that it's been shattered. So the rest of the blade isn't there. It's pretty much like the size of a dagger. And you have a cowl that pretty much covers most of its face, and robes that are beautiful and white, that despite even floating above the air reaches the ground, gilded with gold, and parts of its thread spread backwards, forming what looks like spectral wings. And from in here, as soon as you take the step past the black stone, you begin to hear. Wait, I need to fix my music because I'm a drama queen.
Dark Souls boss music. Ho 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 ho
Oh,
ho ho.
Once you hear the chanting. All right.
I think we should have dug. But
Oh
again, we
boy.
do need to clear out the mines, right?
Okay.
Looking at my spell slots.
From here, you could hear a low sound emanating from every corner of the room, not just from the area where you see this floating thing saying, "Mortals, step forward."
Step forward.
Why?
Can I make an insight check? Can I make a religion check to see if there's any symbol of him that resembles any god or whatever?
Okay, make a religion check.
Ah, damn it.
Why did you step
With
forward?
an 11, you're not exactly sure what symbols there are. You can see that he's layered with
To give you
symbols, even
time.
his sword does. But even with a very base knowledge, because of your clerical background,
Mhm.
you know that the symbols, or at least the writing there, is ancient. Like none of the people or scholars that you know can even read the type of text, but you know it's ancient. He floats above the ground. We'll assume it's a he for now. It might not be. It may be. I don't know. It just floats above the ground, and it just looks at you. And it has its blade onto one hand, shield onto the other, casually floating, just looking at you, head turning towards your direction as you come closer, and it waits for you to approach. Or at least that's what you feel.
Okay.
Not moving, not active.
Yeah, I make sure that my axe or my hammer is on in the holder,
Mm-hmm.
and I will try and step forth to the edge of the water. I'm
All
not
right.
taking my eyes off it.
All right.
Who are you? I ask.
As you mention as you question who he is, he responds with Lisbeth of Goldenvale.
Okay, yikes.
I am Furuk Hazad, the last guardian of the realms, servant to the elder gods of light, and this is my Twilight's chamber.
Furu Khazad?
Furuk Hazad, yep.
Burukasai? What are you doing in this
Oh, frick.
twilight chamber of yours?
The Twilight, what did he call himself?
Well,
Oh no, it's
he
the.
calls himself the servant to the elder gods, and this is his twilight chamber.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing in this twilight chamber of yours, good sir?
Is
I'm
this
bugging, I think.
is this
Hold on.
your resting place? I continue with his question.
All right.
Cause
Hold up, my thing stopped.
Twilight
My
sleep.
actual window stopped.
Oh no.
No.
We can hear him. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
But everything else is frozen.
Only Discord is working.
I can even hear the music.
Ah. Screen freeze.
Okay, I think that's it. All right. Oh, well,
Furuka.
sorry. What was the question that you had?
What are you doing in this twilight chamber of yours?
Yeah.
I have been looking for you. I have foreseen your arrival. I am glad that you and I can now share a presence on this material plane.
So you know what we did before we came here.
Yes.
Are you okay with it?
In fact, I may have orchestrated some of it.
Not sure how to feel, but
Yeah.
if
Not
you're
sure
not
how to
angry
feel
with
about
it,
that.
that is, I guess, a good start.
I am the last guardian of the realms, and I have been seeking you for a long time. Our time is short, but please come closer to the Elysian pool.
To the.
He mentions the water in front of you.
Both of us are already at the edge, so
Yeah,
could I make a history check for Elysian?
Okay.
Elysian.
Elysium. Oh boy.
We might need spellings for all of this.
Okay. 26. Okay. What about? Oh, if it just isn't close enough. For
Yeah,
you, you're familiar with this, especially with your background. Basically, not so much the Elysian, but the Elysian pool in front of you, you know, is a pocket world. It's more like a memory or a fragment of time that's been stuck in place.
Um, this pool might lead us to a memory.
You mean
of
like
who?
I don't know, but it
Him?
wants to show us something.
Uh,
well he does not
If what he says about the pool is true.
about a what?
If the pool is really an Elysian pool, then
Okay.
it will show us something he wants to show us.
I don't know, you guys, but he's pretty scary.
He is, but I think I could well, not to say I probably don't have much to lose, but I guess I'm not against stepping into it. We've probably stepped into worse. Thinking about the hell.
And what if this is hell, but you know, heaven
Okay.
instead? Like,
I look
But
to him and want to ask him, are we meant to fight in there? Because we have been quite spent previously.
Travel through the Elysian pool is taxing, but your bodies will remain safe here.
Like, not sure what that means. Okay. But yeah, she looks to the rest and says, "Well, I will try to step in, and You guys,
I go in.
All right.
okay, I'll follow after him.
I'll go. I'll go last. Like, uh, you're
As you
you're
all
too scary. I'm just gonna jump into the pool.
okay. As you move closer towards the edge of the pool, make your new character. No, I'm kidding. You can see that the water actually rises to meet your feet. So it looks like it goes down into a pit, but instead, as you come closer, it almost like it bursts forth upwards or it leaks upwards and it goes down to your feet, up to your ankle, up to your knee, and until you feel like you're being sucked inwards. And it doesn't take long, probably about 5 seconds, before you feel your whole body collapse into the water and you find yourself swirling downwards. And you can see the ceiling, sort of everything going down. It's very uh it's not a pleasant experience. You feel pain, like your body's crashing against multiple walls, like getting lost in the ocean, until eventually you see nothing and you feel your breath escape you. You feel the water enter your body and you almost like you're suffocating until you gasp for air and there isn't one, until you see a small speck of light. You see a big, beautiful garden with flowers and fauna that you've never seen before, and a tree that is golden and inlaid from the very root of it, growing into a tall, probably about like 75-foot tree, taller than the rest that are here. Standing underneath the tree, you see multiple beings of different races, and some that you've never even seen before, despite having traveled for quite some time. You see some pig-like bodies with two heads, or like a horse, but a centaur essentially. You also see dragons mounted up onto a corner, and they're all mouthing things, but you can't hear anything. And echoing from inside your mind, you hear Furuk say,
This is the council of the elder gods.
and he shows you the images of that, and you can see them interacting in peace and in quiet. Slowly, the grass underneath you begin to rot and just wilt. And you see from behind you a large group of devils and demons following one specific individual. The individual is, as you may have guessed, Orcus.
Oh,
You could tell definitely from the material, the wand that I think
Wand.
Frigis now has.
No, it's with Ragnarok. He
Yeah.
kept it in the
oh yeah, in
handkerchief.
the
Oh, that's right.
hanky.
That's right. You could see this individual standing atop this army of demons and devils with the wand in place, a chest piece, a crown, and a big, dark sword. He stands about 30 feet tall, and he comes closer and closer. And you can see on one side, the elder gods notice and prepare themselves, and on one side, Orcus and his army of devils and demons. More words are being shouted. You could tell from the expression, although no sound remains, and you could see on the side of the elder gods, there's these legion of things that fly down, similar to what Furuk Hazad looks like. Lots of individuals with swords and shields and spectral wings come down and forms a line to protect the elder gods. And you can even see Furuk Hazad there, standing at the very front with the sword that is not broken, pointing towards Orcus. Orcus slowly charges in, and you feel the ground beneath you shake. You're in the middle of the battlefield, and everything just gets thrown into chaos as the army of the elder gods and Orcus charges down into the middle. You see fires flame and spew everywhere. You see clashes of steel, destruction, and the ichor and blood of the demons falling down at every patch of grass. And this goes on for a while, and you are slightly corporeally there, so you could feel that sometimes a devil or a demon would push into you and you'd fall down on the ground, but it's as if they don't notice you. Until eventually, the army of the elder gods lay out in destruction. And you could see that the army of Orcus is still quite alive. Orcus gestures his wand in front towards the golden tree and releases a dark beam of energy towards it. The tree slowly turns and wilts as well until eventually one person, and you can see that it's a formless being of light. It's literally just light floating down from the sky, blocks its attack. And slowly, like Kamehameha, like it starts beaming backwards into Orcus as well. And you see it go back and forth for a while. Until eventually it gets stronger and stronger, and it gets into a standstill at the middle. The floor underneath begins to break. The sky above you begins to ripple and shake. And you could see tears in the fabric of reality happen. Until eventually, you see that the light begins to lose, and Furukazad from the battlefield down onto the ground stands up against Orcus's vision, goes to the side, and stabs him in the neck. Orcus loses focus, beam goes into his chest, and you can see that the wings of Furukazad begin to fly out and form around him like a chain. Everything fades to black afterwards. And you feel your breath come back to you. You are now floating on the Elysian pool into the twilight chamber with Furukazad saying,
Now you see the great danger that lies ahead.
What do you wish from us moving from here?
You are the only ones who can stop Orcus's return.
Tall order, but we do have his wand.
That is right. And he still seeks out 3 other artifacts to bring him back.
The sword.
the chest piece and the crown.
Chess piece and the crown. What does the 4 dark gems has to do with this?
The 4 dark gems open you into the portal that will lead to his circlet.
His crown.
Oh. I see. So what should we do with the artifacts once we have gathered all 3 of them?
All 4.
Destroy it?
That is correct. You can only destroy it on the land of the celestial light, on the hammer that brought forth all of life.
Can we destroy them one by one instead of the danger of having all gathered?
When one is destroyed without its brother, it remanifests itself on the material plane. It is only when you have all the artifacts and Orcus in binding can you once and for all banish him past our lives and our realms.
So they need all 4 to bind it together and then destroy it at once. Okay.
Hmm.
Throughout all of existence, we have kept the realms at peace, a place for every being, a time for every one. It has cost me a great deal of power to manifest unto your realm, all the while channeling the tethers that keep Orcus and his minions at bay.
So he explains to you that the reason why he's corporeal slash incorporeal is because he exists in two places at once.
Okay.
One guarding Orcus and one on your world.
All right. I'm going to
Mm.
ask him the other creatures that were in this realm, the one that we have defeated previously, the ghost-like humanoid, the dragon, they are on Orcus side or the
Mm.
celestial side?
They're corruptions of the Celestials, he explains.
Okay. So they were the ones who were also endangering the miners. Is there anything that we could do to allow the miners to return to their work safely
You
before Orcus is defeated?
misunderstand. The lives of these miners are nothing compared to what is at stake. All of life, all the realms, will burn in an eternal fire if given the chance to Orcus.
Well, okay. Are we on a time limit?
Only if you wish to save what remains of life.
Where
So
are the chest plate and the sword?
Upon finding its circlet, a gem atop its a gem atop its crown, will reveal you the location to its sister, the chest piece. And the chest piece will lead you to its brother, the blade of Orcus.
Mm. So where do we destroy them? The hammer of life creating place?
The realm of celestial light, with a hammer of creation.
And where is this realm? Do we have to travel it, plane shift to it somehow?
he moves his hand and twiddles his fingers, his shield strapped onto his arm, and some of the gems that fly around into the room form like the infinity stones of Thanos. Begins to float in front of his gloves, and he flings it towards you, and it lands just a few inches in front of your face. And it's an arcane sequence.
It's a what sequence?
It's a gem
Arcane
sequence for
sequence.
the gates.
Oh, basically the pattern we need to use.
It is a it is a pattern we need to use, yeah.
Are they
But
gems that we are able to find easily? Is it
No,
special
he's giving
gems?
you the gems.
Oh, he is giving the gems. Okay.
okay. So should we continue on our quest then?
How do we get the one to show us where the circlet is?
It's the
We,
force stones.
we need the
Oh,
dark gems for the circlet.
okay.
We already have two, right?
Two.
So we need two more, then the chest piece and the sword.
All
Mm.
right.
But I think we can find the third one here.
That is correct. I have the third.
And it floats behind him, just above. And you can see that it's
Oh,
tethered onto his wings.
so we have to get it out from you, huh?
Yes, it is bound onto me. I am its sole protector. And for you to receive it, you must defeat me in a challenge of wit and steel.
Basically just means defeat him and you get the stone because it's bound onto him.
Elizabeth has this look on her that says, "So do you want us to do this or not?" It's like,
he
excuse
he
me?
responds with quite a long explanation, basically saying that he loses more strength each day that he's kept Orcus tethered away, and having to do both of the stone and project himself here, and Orcus, he's pretty much at his last breath.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
he mentions to you not to underestimate Orcus, because even if it was I who banished Orcus during the great cataclysmic war of the Elder Gods, he was one of us. He was a guardian of the realm. However, throughout time eternal, a corruption has grown within him. The idea that life is a detriment towards the realms or its perfection. Treachery, violence, lies, and murder. All of this he considered an impurity that mars the beauty of all creation. A paradox wherein to preserve creation, he sought to destroy that which was created. This had maddened him throughout the millennia. Orcus still has a deal with the devils and demons, subject to the law of the Elder Gods, and they will do everything in their power to achieve the stones, and that you do not. That's the end of my big boy monologue.
All right. Lisbeth is gonna say, but if we defeat you, you will become even weaker. Wouldn't
If you
it?
defeat me, you will destroy me. But there is no other way. I have tethered Orcus to be held captive for some time. But you will then receive the third stone. Seek the fourth, find the circlet, achieve the breastplate, and claim the sword. All of which you must destroy with a hammer of creation on the celestial realm of light. Only then will the dangers of these demons and devils be forever put at rest.
So yeah, let's put him out of his misery. Pulled out my sword.
Yeah, I light mine and I just look at the radiant energy. It's like,
All right.
Uh,
Okay.
Ragdoll Ragdoll didn't train for this.
yeah, that's not my favorite foe.
All right. All right.
so
With that,
so
everyone roll for initiative.
he is a
Yeah.
celestial, right? We are fighting a celestial, right? Hang on.
He looks like, yeah.
Oh boy. Not to a good start.
I'm like, radiant damage? Oh, you know.
Yeah, that was also my thought.
Yeah.
My sword.
Oh yeah, we have Sunblade and a cleric.
Yeah. Hang
Let's
on,
kill angels.
initiative, right?
Let's kill some angels. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
level
fuck.
10. Everybody's lukewarm.
With that, you get spewed out from the pool into a place in the room of your choosing. You can position yourself wherever, as long as
Ah.
it's within here.
The room.
Yeah, a black crystal blocks the exit. You know, boss fight style. You can't exit, and you have to defeat him.
A fork wall.
So are we fighting in this pool or out of this pool?
You can
We're
choose
ejected.
anywhere.
The furthest away. He's like, I'ma yeet myself.
Up his ass.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'll probably be closer. Because I don't really want to fight him, but what do you call that? Uh, the elf said, let's put him out of his misery, so she's taking that stance.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. With that, he starts his turn. Perfect. Bad boy move.
I can't remember
Um,
your name, Boom.
Bridges!
Bridges! I'm like, the elf.
All right.
The elf!
With that, as you all get ejected from the pool of water, all the crystals in the room begin to shine, and it's almost like a spotlight. There's no dark spot into this area, and pretty much you can see his wings sort of flowing around into the room. And as you land just underneath his feet, he looks at you, and he lifts his shield and he lifts his blade, and he shouts out loud, "Show me your zealous fervor!" And the blade that's broken forms into a full blade, but the edge of it is just like yours, a sun blade, except the blade is black. And he swings down towards you.
That's so cool.
Yes,
With an
the
18?
next. Yeah, hits. Has the newest MTX pack. Fuck.
All right, 10 points of slashing.
Hey.
And 6 points of radiant.
Oh.
He flies off, goes towards Lisbeth, and does the same thing.
Could I try to opportunity attack?
You can.
Shit, I don't have my right going.
Is he on the
Yeah.
ground with us?
He's flying about 10 feet above the ground.
33 to hit.
Hits.
Does a radiant do normal damage?
It does. Because he's slowly being corrupted by the black stone that is attached to him. Like the soul stone in Diablo.
Yes.
I mean, he is from Diablo, right?
Yeah, he is.
18 damage.
All right. Okay. With that, you swing at the bottom part of his heel. It sparks off into, like, yours is a radiant blade, but it hits him
Yeah.
almost like a steel blade would, and sparks fly off everywhere. And he swoops past the pool towards where Lisbeth is, creating the shockwave on the ground, and he swings his blade upwards towards you. And you suffer a total of 14 points of slashing and 1 point of radiant.
15.
And then he ends his turn. It is now Ragnar's turn.
Yeah. I will first just shit. Bonus action, activate my right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make it. I forgot.
Cold.
No, you know what? I will make it lightning to go with the light theme.
All right. Perfect.
I
Yeah.
take 5 damage.
Ouch.
Did a little microwave noise for a second. That's my bonus action. As my action, I'm gonna run until I'm just on the
Other side.
other side of Lisbeth,
Mm-hmm.
so we can stay within 5 feet of each other, since my that will help protect her that way.
Mhm.
And two-handed with a little bit of lightning
Perfect.
on the light, I will swing. 18 to hit.
Hits.
Damn.
And as it hits, I will wait. Oof, we short rested. I can brand him. I will brand him. I'm gonna reroll that. That's a 2. It's slightly better. Does he take lightning damage normally?
Normally, yeah.
Takes 14 damage on that hit.
Okay.
Let me read all 3 of my different right paragraphs for my brand. Wait, I get not look at that die. Is he under some disguise?
No.
Okay. Okay. That's my first attack. I'm gonna attack again.
Go ahead.
24 to hits.
Hits.
19 damage.
Nice. All right.
And I'm gonna say, Lisbeth, Stay near me.
All right. You end your turn.
Yes.
Okay. With that, you swung twice at him. You could see sparks flying off into a corner. He has his sword out and swing towards you as a legendary action. He actually misses, and you realize he wasn't aiming towards you and aims towards Frigis. And suddenly,
What?
this black beam of energy flies towards
Nani?
you. You get half cover because of the rock, but make a dexterity saving throw.
Nani? Is this a magic effect? Can I do it with advantage because Astral Cloak?
It's not a magic effect.
God damn it! Every time.
You've used it sometimes.
Sometimes, and most of the times I forgot.
Nice save. With that, you suffer 13 points of radiant damage as this black light energy hits you. Actually, you're hiding against the crystal and it's just bursting against you, and you feel it singeing your body while you're hiding behind the rock.
What is that?
All right. With that, it is Lisbeth's turn.
Alright, so he is in front of me. I am not sure if I actually need to cast it on the ground and if I can cast it on water. Let me just check again. Um, how badly injured does he look? He still looks pretty good, right?
Yep.
Okay, it says roars down from heavens in a location I specify. So I
Can you link
assume
it?
yeah, I assume I can do it. I'm going to cast level 7 Flame Strike on him.
Whoa!
All right.
I hope he fails because
All
it will
right.
be so sad
Whoa!
otherwise. DC 17 Dex save.
All right. He could choose to save, of course. What do you think of my boss? A wuss? He
Yeah.
saves.
He can choose to save?
I mean,
Yeah.
at the very least, I'll get half damage on him, but still, D6
You
is
can see
not that much.
as the pillar of flame comes down, his wings form like a cocoon in front of him, and he bursts off away from the flame.
Alright, so he saves, but he still gets half damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let me wait. Is this level 7? Yeah, that is my highest damage. Okay, not too bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really good.
yeah. It's
9.
fire damage. Yeah.
He takes it normal.
hmm
You cast it at
And
7th level? Shouldn't it be
yeah, that's the
6d6
thing. I
and
thought it would be more, but I guess it's already
No,
added
it's
on.
4d6 fire and 4d6 radiant.
Oh, and okay. Oh, my bad. Do I need to roll again? No, right? So
Yeah, just the damage.
technically, it is 10 and 5. Is that what he takes?
Huh?
what?
No, so what that means is the damage is actually 8d6. You only rolled 4d6 for the fire.
Okay, okay. All
Now
right.
you roll 4d6 again for the radiant.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
I thought it
Oh,
was
you have to.
doubled.
No,
Oh
no.
yeah, you have to choose if you want to increase fire or radiant. I thought it increased both.
No,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
clerics don't get
Wait.
blasts.
What? I thought you get one of the damages.
No, that doesn't seem to be the case.
You take 4d6 fire and 4d6 radiant, and then if you upcast it, you can choose to increase the fire or the radiant.
Yeah.
But the bare minimum is 4d6, 4d6. You can make it 66, 4d6, or 4d6, 8d6. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You can basically
Wait.
upcast one of the elements, but they're a dual element spell.
Okay. All right. So basically, I will. It is 4d6 at the 5th level and the 6th level, so it did not actually scale automatically. I was thinking it scaled automatically, so that means I will
It's
need to roll additional after this.
since you choose, it's not made automatically. It's like the Toll the
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
It's in-
No, yeah. So it's this is the fire.
Okay, good.
No, I mean this is the radiant. Sorry.
Okay. You can choose to upcast
Yep.
one.
So I will upcast fire it will be 2d6.
Yep.
So additional
So
fire
far,
damage is
The
not bad.
10d6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, very good.
very good.
Confusing.
That's
Yeah.
25.
36.
Yeah, but which is like, is Radiant gonna be quartered?
No, he takes everything normally.
Ah, okay, cool.
All right. You end your turn?
E
44
yeah,
damage.
Yeah.
44 damage and then it's halved. I
Uh,
will. What? Right?
yeah.
It's halved.
Yeah, it's half.
Yeah, I'm going to stay there for now.
All right. With that, as you end your turn, he wrapped himself in the spectral wings and dispersed the fire. Now you're gonna see it flow him back, and the water flies over you. He uses that's legendary to move backwards. It is now Frigis's turn.
I'm guessing it
Okay.
doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
That's right, since it's a legendary one.
Does it count as a
I
dash?
It's technically Misty Step. I just reskinned it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will do.
Alright, I have my. I'm gonna copy paste it because I
Okay.
can't. How does that work then?
What would happen if a guy Misty steps out of your space?
Not Misty Step. I'm gonna post it in Goldenvale, my brand of tethering.
Okay, let me check.
I don't think it's a dash if it's a
Yeah,
legendary
yeah.
action.
Oh no, it only activates it. He tries to leave
Plane.
the plane. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Oh.
Magic with planes and physical with dash. Yeah.
yeah.
My bad.
All right.
Oh.
Then Frigis, it's your turn.
Okay. I will activate my blade song. My armor class is increased by 5. And then I'm going to do Shadow Clone Jutsu with mirror image, and I summon 3 copies of myself.
All right.
Then I'm 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah,
All right.
I I move towards him a bit, and then I end my turn.
Okay. With that, it's his turn. He regains his legendary again. He extends his hand. He extends his sword outwards towards you, and the blade begins to shine a bright light. Both of you make a. Actually, I'm not quite sure. Wisdom save.
Ooh,
Including me?
Yep,
Okay.
ooh,
that's swag actually.
Oh shit.
20.
ooh.
Okay. As the light shines in front of you, it glows extremely bright, like the tears of Erendil in the darkness with Frodo. It shines extremely bright,
Oh.
and for Ragnak, you're able to just lift your head away for a second. But then Lisbeth had her shield up, but her eyes could still see, and you see her lower her shield a little bit, and she's encapsulated by the beauty of the light coming from the sword. She is incapacitated. That was basically hypnotic pattern, and he moves next to Frigis. Almost instantaneously, like a Shunpo just flies towards Frigis'
A
space.
Shunpo?
Yeah. Ends his turn.
I'm kind of glad
Ragnar.
I used my 7th level before I get like paralyzed like this.
All right, it is now Ragnar's turn.
Yeah, I do I have a no, okay. I will yeah. The I'm gonna try to like shoulder shake Lisbeth to
Uh-huh.
pick her up basically and start running with her.
Okay, go ahead. That's the difficult terrain for you.
Yep. So 10 20, 30, and like 35. That, I guess. My move. My bonus action. I will, in a very soft manner, like put my
Mhm.
blade in just like in front of me sideways,
Mm-hmm.
as I'm like my hand is busy with Lisbeth, and then
Mhm.
put my hand just in front of that
Mm-hmm.
to cast a shadow and try to cast a amplified blood curse of binding on it. So
Oh, frick. All right.
strength saving throw DC 18.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Quite strong.
I
Oh,
take
he
4.
fails.
Nice.
Oh.
I take 4 damage.
All right, he is bound.
Yep. Speed reduced to 0. Contact reactions.
That's awful, actually.
And as my action, I'm gonna take the dash action.
Mm-hmm.
So 10, 20, 30. And with the could I, as I go there, like at the end,
Mm-hmm.
like drop her, so I
Yeah,
can finish 5 feet more
go ahead.
like that. I just let her fall. She's
Thank
still
you.
within
All right.
5 feet of me, but yeah. I don't know. I'm improvising things.
All right.
Melee life problems.
Yeah. Thank
Melee
you for
life
bringing me
problem.
closer to the enemy.
All right. With that, you are still incapacitated. Not really much you can do with hypnotic pattern.
Can't
Uh,
save.
let's check. I don't think you can.
I
No,
think you can end the effect when if the ally use
yeah,
Shakes
I,
you.
action to wake you
yeah,
up.
I
Yeah.
need to shake you, but I don't.
Oh, didn't he shake me? I thought he shook me.
No, he carried you. He
No.
needs
Oh,
to focus his action on it.
I did.
alright.
I assumed I wouldn't know that I
Yeah,
needed to try that,
yeah,
since it
it's fine.
didn't look like an hypnotic pattern.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
With this, it is Lisbeth's turn. You skip your turn.
If I'm damaged,
Uh,
also I get to roll, right?
that's right.
Okay.
That's right. It actually just ends if you're damaged.
Okay.
So Frigis,
Okay. I will. What should I do? I will. Let's do this then. I'll concentrate the sheer cold energy in my hand and I slam it to the ground. It creates the wall of ice.
Okay.
Damn. The wall of ice. It's not that big. I thought it was gonna be bigger when I chose the spell. It's only 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of
Uh,
small.
that's kind of big. In real life, I mean.
Yeah, but if you compare it to wildfire per se, it's longer, it's taller, and this is just
It has to
two
make a
people's.
dexterity save. Oh, I
Is it?
failed that.
Nice. Okay, nice. That will be. Oh, that's a lot of ones. 36 cold damage, and then there's a wall right in front of me. Like, bam! And then there's this huge shard of ice appears in front and impales him left and
All
right.
right. Okay. How much
If
damage is that?
if you choose
36?
the square ones and not the sphere, it's actually really big. It's
Yeah.
10 foot squares panels.
Mm. It's suitable, but I size wise I prefer fire or stone. Yeah, 36 cold damage.
All right. He obviously gets hurt. All
Yeah,
right.
that's it.
Okay. With that, it is his turn. And since he is blood bound. He uses psychic step to move over here. He moves it towards the middle, right over here. Past the wall, and he uses his sword. He lands onto the ground and stabs the ground also. Black flames emit everywhere. Make a. I need to check. Make a Constitution save.
Is this? Oh wait, I don't get advantage on this because it's not the dexterity saving throw.
17.
Oh no, that's a 2.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Okay. What about Lisbeth? Oh, she insta fails because she's incapacitated.
Now,
But
isn't
then,
that only on deck save since it's a con save?
Is it?
you know what? Yeah, I'll allow it. Just make a save anyway.
Okay, con save,
I
right?
think it's only auto saves on like auto fails on dex and
Dex,
strength.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll say
It
yes
fails
for now.
anyway.
Yeah, all right. All
that's
right. With
rough.
that, Lisbeth suffers 43.
Fool. And I am
Bridges.
unparalyzed?
Yes, you are unparalyzed. Bridges
Wow.
suffers 43.
I'll
Ragnarok
I'll
suffers
use
21.
I'll use
Of
my
what damage? Necrotic?
Radiant.
Radiant,
I
21.
use my 5th level slot to do Song of Defense and reduce that damage by 25 points.
All right.
Nice.
How much did I take total? 43, 42,
43 minus 20.
5.
43 total, yeah.
As both me and Lisbeth get damaged, he takes 20 psychic damage.
Oh, frick. All right. All right. You could see him struggling. He has his sword out. He has a shield up also. But you can see that the gemstone that floats above him, it keeps sparkling black electricity. And it's obviously weighing him down. And he's down on one knee, but stands up and is ready to fight again. He sees the shadows that are forming around him. He uses the blade to sort of twirl that around, cut off the tendrils that are keeping him in place. Or at least he tries to, as he makes a strength save.
Yep.
He saves. You can see that he was failing, but then a burst of energy goes through his body. He uses a legendary resistance to pass it. Okay. With that, he ends his turn. It is now your turn, Ragnarok.
I will, as Lisbeth is like waking up, I will like grab her arm with my the arm that is not holding the sword. Just drag her. Sorry, you're still on the ground. It's gonna scrap. 10 feet until you're here.
Mhm.
That way, everyone is within 10 feet of me. So, and if anyone gets damaged, he takes 10 psychic damage. And then just let go. Sorry. Get both get both hands on the sword. And yep, don't have any bonus actions left. I'm just gonna attack. 28 to hit.
Hits.
Gonna reroll that. It's a 1. Better. A 17 on the first one.
All right.
And attack again. 17 to hit.
It does not hit.
I miss on a 2.
You miss on a 2.
Yeah.
That's a 10% chance to miss.
That's uncommon for me.
All right. You end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. He uses one of his legendary actions to counter against you. He swings his blade down. And it's a weird feeling for you as your blade makes connection with his blade, which isn't usually the case, and sparks of white and black fly off everywhere.
Yeah.
But it shatters through your blade, and your blade sort of dissipates for a second. You suffer a total of 17 points of slashing and 7 points of radiant.
24 damage.
All right.
I'm
It's
hurt,
now.
but there's a bit of a shockwave as my blade reforms.
Mhm.
He takes 10 points of psychic damage.
All right. It is now Lisbeth's
The
turn.
the high-end finally paying off.
So I'm dying as usual.
Yeah, same.
Oh man. I was going to attack him, but I'm wondering if I need to actually heal first. But never mind. I am going. Oh no. Where am I again? I'm directly under him, right?
hmm
Uh, I don't. Uh, I'm just gonna heal myself first with a level 2 healing word.
Okay.
It's a bonus action. Oh wait, ah damn it. I cast it twice. Oh, okay, cool. So that's 10 HP on me. I'm going to use Toll the Dead on it
All
as an
right.
action. So Wisdom 17 DC.
Natural 20 on the die.
Damn it.
Damn.
Stop saving against my attacks. Damn it.
Has legendary resistance.
Yeah. Well,
It's the
yeah.
only time I get the fudge.
Damn.
Okay, but yeah. Um I can
No,
move
but I didn't fudge this one. Like, no way.
I can move around under him, right? I won't be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want us to group up together. Yeah. Yeah, that would be it for now.
All right. As you end your turn, he reaches out towards Frigis and swings at you. So slams down against Ragnak. He uses that momentum, slams down against you on the second. Let's see if that hits.
That attacks twice?
It's his legendary action. He
I
can take an action at the end of someone else's turn.
take an action? Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of strong.
It's the only way like big bosses that are alone can handle a party.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
24 to hit, I'll cast shield, so that would be 25.
All right.
You sorry, but you already used your reaction to Sang of
Oh,
Defense.
That's
right.
right. Thank
Right.
you.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. Thank you too.
Okay. Yes. Get to do stuff.
Oh!
Yeah,
Oh! Yeah, that
Oh
hits.
wow, maximum rolls.
shit.
Uh 17 points of slashing, 8 points of radiant. We'll pretend you tried to
17.
cast your shield, but it bursts through.
Yeah. 17.
As
Ouch.
it
8.
as it bursts, the shards go towards him. He takes 10 points of psychic
Oh
damage.
frick, yeah. That thing is stacking, honestly.
Yes,
Keep-
stay near me.
Chip damage.
That's the one thing I'm good at. Please.
Alright. That Frigis, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to invoke my celestial form as well. I will start to grow arms and becomes
Wow.
radiant.
Oh yeah.
I'll do Tasha's otherworldly guise with a 7 level,
Mhm.
which doesn't do anything, but I'm out of 6.
Alright.
Now my armor class is up to 22 and I'm immune to radiant damage.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, but I
We
don't
should
know
have
if that's
sent you. We should have sent you there alone. I just left.
Just take care of him myself.
You have carried that weight on your shoulders for far too long, my kin.
Awesome. Alright. Go for it.
My my attacks scales with the intelligence now, so this everything will be +2.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 14.
Does not hit, unfortunately.
Second time. Okay, that's a 28 to hit,
Does not hit. I'm kidding. Of course it hits.
and that's a 12 piercing damage. 12
Awesome.
magic.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. With that, he uses his last energy to poof out at the end of your turn, and then it is the start of his turn.
Just
So
FYI, the wall's gone now.
okay. Oh,
Think-
that's good to know.
Is it?
Mhm.
Because he has a new concentration spell.
Okay.
Yeah. Tasha and Wawa is above concentration.
With this, let's see if I get my. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you don't get to recharge, huh?
No. All right. Then I will use.
Oh wait, I
A
forgot one
Shunko.
thing. I still have my mirror image. He can.
Yeah,
I
you
can.
do.
That means that the last time he attacked me, I can roll a
Yeah.
d20 to save. Yeah, I forgot about that.
You can recover it. I still have the damage.
Yeah. So my mirror image is 1 down, 2 to go.
Okay. But then it
He-
misses, right?
Yeah, it misses if I roll above 6 on the first one. The next time will be higher.
Okay. I don't remember what I dealt to you. 25, I think.
Yeah, 25. So Frigis heals 25 and your guy heals 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call. Thank you.
No problem.
He swings down. He teleports away, but then comes back flying and swings at you. Misses, unfortunately. Flies
Mhm.
towards Ragnar.
Can I do Cavacion as a
Oh, yes, you
reaction?
can. Yes, you can.
Yeah, baby.
I am missing.
And that's
There-
a 14 again. Damn.
And I'm using my special, which is the last attack. What the heck? You
You
can see
miss?
him you can see him teleport away, and as he teleports away, he starts flying back towards you, and he swings at each one of you once, and all of you are able to duck underneath, and you could see him sort of like dragging his hands and feet down onto the ground, and he's just looking at you now. You still can't see his face, but he has his hand. It looks a little bit lazy now. It is now Ragnar's turn.
He fell off. I'm just gonna advance 5 feet
Mm-hmm.
forward, just focused, and sword above my head. Attack once. 22 to hit
Hits.
for 20 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Attack again. 31 to hit. 16 points of damage.
Okay. Still alive.
Yep. Still no bonus actions. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. With that, Lisbeth, it's your turn. He uses his teleport to move away here. You're muted, by the way.
So he teleported, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I look to. Okay, I'm going to heal right now. I can use Cure Wounds on him, right? Because he's next to me.
Mm-hmm.
So my last level 2, I'm going to heal him. Wait, is this level 2? Yep. Oof. 12.
That's almost 40% of my HP. Thanks.
Almost 40%.
Yeah, I was at less than 30.
Okay, well, yeah. And then as oh no, I cannot because I didn't use bonus action. Yeah, and I am going to. Mm, yeah, I cannot. Okay, never mind. I'm going to stand here because I can't even take dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm going to move this way so we're not standing in a line.
Okay.
All right.
All right. As you end your turn, he bursts his sword down. This one's gonna be a revealed roll.
Review, roll.
Yeah, 1 to 2. 1 to 2, Ragnar. 3 is Frigis. 4 is Lisbeth. Well, damn, it's
Oh
Lisbeth.
dear.
It's okay. I'm
Why
mostly out
not
of
me?
spell slots anyway.
He lifts his sword one more time. This arcane energy flies towards you. Make a Constitution save.
Constitution.
That is right. Oh, sorry, Dexterity.
Don't you have a...
Yeah, Lisbeth, make a Dexterity save.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah.
Field master, was it?
Okay, thank God.
Okay, it saves.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
5
I think
damage,
she
right?
has...
Yeah, still half damage.
5
There's a
damage.
burst of energy that flies through, and you can see that the energy that comes off from the blade, it's a little bit more dissipating now. It's like it's not as strong as it was initially. And you suffer 16 points. No, my math is bad. 15 points of radiant damage.
Okay. If I failed, I would have died.
Yeah.
How much did I heal
All right.
myself for?
With that,
You
it
healed yourself
is.
for 12. Oh, no.
I healed you for 12.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it is Frigis's turn.
Okay, I say to the others, I'll go up ahead, and I fly up ahead and confront him head on.
Wow. All
Flying,
right.
Wow.
flying, and then I'm gonna just
Go ahead.
put him out of his misery. That's a 21.
It's
Nice. That's a 13.
okay.
Second hit.
Actually, as you do, you fly forward after he casts this desolate ray, or at least radiant ray towards Lisbeth, and you see, just like how Orcus was fighting the Elder Gods, you similarly function to him while he's focused on someone else. Your sword comes through and stabs him. Quite poetic to be TBH. And as
Yeah.
it lands onto the side of his armor, you can see him sort of slowly fall down, and he shouts, "Wait!" And it echoes across the room, and time stops for just 1 second. He lands onto the ground. You regain your movement, you pull back your sword, and he shrinks down into human form, or at least human size, still the same form. And as he does, he looks at all of you and he says, "You are the saviors I seek you out to be." And you can see him panting, going, "Ah, ah." He pulls back his hood, and you can see a very soft-featured elven face with purely white hair that falls down to his ground, falls down to the ground, like just above his butt, and like a lay leaf crown. Uh, he falls down to the ground, and he lets down his sword. He holds down his arm with a shield, and he comes closer towards all of you. You feel
I'm still
compelled to
flying.
move? Yeah, okay.
I'm still flying in the air.
And you can see everything around now, like the gemstones in this room are beginning to close down in light. He mentions to you that you are the last remaining chance to push Orcus back away from the life. And as he says that last line, pieces of the ceiling begin to fall down in a corner of a room, and even more so fall into the Elysian pool. And the Elysian pool scatters its water into the room, and a little bit of it falls onto your bodies. He grabs his sword from the ground. He hands it to Ragnar. And you can now add that to your character sheet. It's called Twilight Flame.
Yeah.
That's sick.
All right.
Time to become the ultimate dual wielding edgelord.
He removes his shield, gives it to Lisbeth. And for the last one, for you, he actually unclasps his robe and his wings disappear. And he, you know the Doctor Strange, how he wears his cape and like he flows it over the air. Like he does the same thing. He takes it off and swings it towards you and it lands onto your shoulders. And you gain his spectral wings.
Oh, that's
You can
sick.
add, I forgot what I named it. You can look for Furuk Hazard's cloak. And for Lisbeth, it's Furuk Hazard's shield.
Oh, thank you.
Ropes. Oh god damn!
I know.
Oh damn!
For Lisbeth, it's also really, really cool. Furuk Hazard's shield.
Where is it again?
On D&D Beyond, you can Google his name, Furuk
All right.
Hazard, and it should show shield. With that, even more of these buildings begin to collapse and fall, and he grabs with his bare hands the crystal that's floating into the air, and he hands it over to Frigis. Because you're the only one who's non-human.
I took it.
He says that you are the heroes of Goldenvale. Save those who need saving. And you can see him fall down to the ground onto one knee. You see slowly that he was very young looking, but slowly begins to fade up as if he's old. The tax of having to hold the gem for a long time, probably for thousands and thousands of years, is obviously catching up to him. And the whole place begins to collapse down onto the ground.
Could I try to do something?
Go ahead.
I will like unlock the. I will reach my hand into my companion's pouch,
Mm-hmm.
take the very heavy bundles of cloth
Mm-hmm.
with belts on it,
Mm-hmm.
just with the broken hilt, like cut the belts and the cloth.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I will try to just grip like a bit of the elder giant silver dust.
Mm-hmm.
Just breathe some onto him.
Him, the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
No
Try
effect.
to heal him. Like
No,
yes.
no effect. Because he's not an elder god. He's just a servant of it.
Okay.
With that,
I
he's
tried.
slowly fading away. He looks at all of you and just says, "Make haste. Return to your land in the valley." And he disperses off into like smoke from when Voldemort dies at the end of Harry Potter. And
Rest
suddenly a
well.
surge of power begins to burst through from the well, or at least the pool. And you all feel your bodies and souls get pushed back for a second. And you all instantly level up. And you get
Oh.
clicked the long rest.
Oh.
The whole place collapses downwards. But you have enough time to teleport out.
teleport
what you
out
wanted to.
of the battle
Oh,
place
oh,
to
oh.
the.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we teleport out to where?
No. If we want our seeing that the place is about to collapse and then I suddenly gain stamina,
Mm-hmm.
I touch the two of them and
Mm-hmm.
then we'll be going now. I cast teleport to the Shadow Song Valley,
What?
our mansion.
All right. As you return to the Shadow Song Valley, you can see that you arrive at the precipice of the mansion that you were currently in. You can see now parts of it have been repaired since your last exit from when you turned into a mammoth and destroyed practically all of the second floor. You also now see that there's more people here as well. You can see that there are people working about the faces that aren't familiar to you. You can see the mine, the entrance of it has been redecorated. The farm is flourishing 4 times as bigger, the plot. And you can also see that there was an old abandoned windmill. It's now fully functioning, and you can hear it grinding wheels from inside. From the corner of your eye, you begin to look away, and you notice an even bigger group coming closer towards the area where you're in. And it's a group of orcs that you see now arriving in the Shadow Song Valley. The what's his name? The farmhand that you have left in charge.
Give me a
Oh
moment.
God.
But
Where
yeah,
to?
Isaac?
no,
It's not
No,
Isaac.
not
his name
Isaac.
was
Tyler, I
Lester.
think.
Lester.
Lester, yeah.
Lester, yeah.
Lester sees you and he literally runs towards you and he says, "Oh, I'm glad you're back. It's been such a long time. I've kept the place in tip-top shape." And he starts mentioning all these useless information. "Oh, by the way, we started to get a new type of weed. We now have pots in the farm," and all these like things that he's trying to say. But all of it begins to fade away, almost like in an echoing silence, as you now stand here with a new sword, a new shield, and a cloak that allows you to fly, similar to Furuk Hazad. And for Frigis specifically, your hand begins to shake. The gemstone that was within your hand is now churning orange lightning from inside.
What?
How will the party find the fourth crystal? Will they be able to destroy the circlet, the chain plate, and the sword, and eventually stop Orcus's return in a quest of pure destruction, in a quest to purify the world? We'll find out next time when we play again. Thank you for playing tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
we're in the end game now.
Yeah, you
We
really
level
are
up.
in the end game.
DM, I
We
can't
level up
find the
so
thing
fast.
though on D&D
Let
Beyond.
me
Okay.
let me check on it and then put it
All
into
right.
your character sheet.
Thank you.
We
Okay.
leveled up so fast. It's
Yeah.
kind of scary.
It's because I littered all these things to be dispersed like milestones, but you all went
Oh.
away from it, and then now you're all finishing the milestones next after another.
What else
So
did
there you
we
go.
what else did we avoid? Didn't we go back?
I'm not gonna tell you now.
Oh wait.
I think we
Oh
finished
shit.
most of it.
This
I think we
place.
finished most of our quests in Taruga already.
Yeah. No, there's this place that I was looking at. Was going to sort of like
Yeah,
dig
hell
around.
would have been way easier with those the items than
Yeah.
just.
That's okay.
Okay, I get it.
But yeah. Um, I was going to ask Lester if Enderil made it back. So that would be like my first question to him.
He actually asks, "Where is she,
Oh
and why is
yeah.
she not back with you?"
Oh, it's a
No.
long story, buddy.
The last you've heard of her was from Raul, the
Yes,
barkeep,
he
and he
went off
mentions
with the
that
father.
with a father on a ship
Oh
into
ship.
the sea.
Oh
Yeah.
ship.
Smuggled from a
Oh.
wagon into a ship into the sea.
Oh, okay. I thought he was
She's
smuggled
gone
to the
from the continent.
wagon. Like,
Yeah, she was smuggled from the wagon that Raul also knew into a ship and now off into sea.
I thought she was making her way back to Shadow Song. Now we have a
Uh,
land named after her, and she's not here.
it's an homage also to our old player
Oh
since she's
my,
not
yeah.
here. All right.
Uh,
Okay. Thank you for
Yeah.
playing,
yep.
guys. Let me know if
Thank
there's
you
any
for
Okay.
questions.
watching.
I'll
Thank you,
add your
DM.
I'll add your shield in a bit.
Thank
It
you.
should be there.
All
All
right.
right.
Bye bye,
Love you
guys.
guys.